Hello, I'm Johnny Rowland, your host of The Shooting Show, and welcome to today's program, friends. We appreciate our reviews of last week's show. Everyone seems to really enjoy our half-hour format. It's going to help us, if we can stay on the air, it's going to help us get on more cable companies and TV stations. We've already been contacted by a large TV station about the possibility of running our program just because we chose to go to a half-hour format. We also appreciate our reviews on our gospel program because that is a program of supreme importance to us. Friends, we're glad to have you. This is the newest version of our 460 Rowland upper, and yes, we've got some of these in. And this one's a little different. It has actually a 12-inch barrel with a 4-inch barrel extension, which makes it legal. You know, you've got to have at least 16 inches of barrel on a rifle, and it certainly makes it legal for those of us who like these sorts of guns to own. And I think it looks rather neat. It has a muzzle brake on the end, and of course our cartridge doesn't have much recoil anyway, but in the rifles, or anything else for that matter, comparatively speaking. But it's really a neat system. We'll take a closer look at this in a few minutes. We do have some of these uppers have come in. They're here. We've got a few. And we're supposed to be getting another shipment of complete rifles, AR-15s. They're very high quality. They're very nicely done. And the folks that have bought these guns have nothing but praise for our new 460 Rowland carbine. Want to remind you that our kits for the full-size 1911 are $275, and essentially what our 460 Rowland kit does, it turns the 1911, which is a very compact design, into a 44 Magnum class handgun, power-wise. Much easier to shoot, much less muzzle blast than a 44 Magnum, but the same or greater level of power. So these are $275. And friends, of course, factory ammo is available from Georgia Arms. Starline has brass. We have loading information that is readily available. So if you can help us on these, we really appreciate it. The carbines, and we didn't know how difficult, we didn't know what the market was going to become on the AR-15 type guns. And right now, any sort of AR-15 from any of the manufacturers, Colt, Bushmaster, DPMS, anybody, certainly besides Olympic, they're very hard to come by because a lot of people are worried about what Clinton may try and do as far as taking our guns. They're buying anything that even resembles an AR-15. So we're very fortunate to be able to get these guns at all. The other thing was we could probably get over $1,200 a piece for them, but we're going to hold the line on our pricing because that's how we started off. And those of you who've been good enough, kind enough to help support our project, we're not going to raise the price at this time. Our price may increase, our wholesale price may increase, but for now they're still the same, $849 for the complete gun and $15 for shipping. The uppers themselves are still $559. Again, we had no idea, I don't think anybody did, when we started this, on what the AR-15 type gun market was going to be. One thing of real importance about our guns coming, of course, they're made by Olympic, they're coming through us here at the program. You have a magazine that has the adapter permanently installed, and it's just the neatest fit. And the advantage, you have a couple of advantages here, one of which is in the dark, there's no doubt which end or what part of the magazine you have hold of. So this would really be a real consideration for those of us involved in home defense, or for that matter the police and even military. There's no question which part of the magazine you have, very easily inserted. Another real advantage to having one of these, you can have a separate upper in .223 caliber, and you don't have to change your lower receiver. There's no block or anything inserted into the lower receiver. This is a great system that I think a lot of you, and I tell you what, right now we have some available. Right now we're supposed to get another shipment in, should be coming in anytime, a few more. So please, we have some uppers in stock. We have a few of them in stock at the present time, and magazines. So if you want them, please call immediately. The Shooting Show, 327 Irvin Rowland Road in Duberly, Louisiana, our zip code. 71024. Our phone number 318-377-5189. And I tell you, we're going to do a little shooting in just a moment with this particular gun out at 100 and 200 yards. And I tell you, you can scope one and hunt deer out to 150 or so yards, but from what it does, those water bottles at 200, you probably could reach out further than that. Remember, our cartridge, our 460 Rowland cartridge in the 1911 has more power with our 230 grain load, has more power at 300 yards than the 45 ACP hardball round has at the muzzle. So it's really an incredible cartridge that we've discovered and have developed here. Certainly, I got to give some credit to Clark Custom Guns. Mr. Jim Clark Sr. has been a wonderful help. Their whole staff over there have just been terrific on the development and on working up these fine firearms. So anyway, we've got a very short monologue here because we just don't have the time. Half-hour show is just gone before you know it. Friends, a lot of you thought, I suppose, when we started working with Ed and the Shooting Express Network, that things were easier. Let me tell you what, things are not easier. Things are harder. And we are in danger of this being our last program for a while. You know, we have this uplink facility that has come available to us. Are you folks ready to give up on guns on TV? Well, I don't think you are. I'm certainly not. We have the #1 gun television program in the world, #1 that's ever been. The problem is the industry has not seen fit to support us, but if we can get this uplink installed, it's going to lower our costs dramatically, and it's going to help us get a realistic family network underway. We need your help. We're down to it, friends. If we can't raise some money this next week, if we don't get some donations in, and our donations have all but stopped, if we don't get some donations in, we're going off the air. And I'm sorry about that. This is show number 384 or so, but we're still going to have a great show today because we're not going to give up. We've had a lot of miraculous things happen around this project. We're hoping for some more. So please, if you can join our GRA, and we'll be talking during the station breaks, if you can please help us. Our standard shooting show address, $50 for an annual membership. We're working on our newsletter, and right now we're struggling with postage. Friends, it's come down to it. We got to have some help. Will you join us? Or the shooting show is going to have to go off the air. You know, we've said this in the past a number of times. We've always got enough help to stay on, but it is critical. We're down to it. We're not ready to give in. Are you ready to give away your gun rights? Are you ready to give away your freedom as an American citizen? I don't think so. The problem is so many of us as gun owners are passive. We're passive viewers, we're passive listeners, we're passive readers, and we think, well, it can't happen. Well, what do you think those folks in Germany thought when Hitler took over? They said, well, Hitler's probably not that bad a guy, he's, we'll mind our own business. Well, boy, did Hitler show them. Well, friends, evil in leadership, tyrants in leadership did not stop with the death of Adolf Hitler. It's all around us. It'll always be with us. I'm not ready to give up, and you shouldn't be either. Will you please help us stay on the air? Will you please help us? The Shooting Show, 327 Irvin Rowland Road in Dublin, Louisiana. The zip code is 71024. Well, let's get underway. We have a lot to talk about today, and if this is going to be our last show, it's going to be a good one. So, okay, let's start off today's program with our shooting with our new, the 12-inch barrel, actually. And believe it or not, you don't lose that much velocity because realize the 460 Rowland is first and foremost a pistol caliber. So it does what it's going to do in a short span. We actually only lose about 20-25 feet per second, even though we're talking about 4 inches less barrel. So it's pretty amazing. Let's do that right now. It's just fun. Let's move out to 200.
Stay tuned for more of the Shootin' Show after these important messages.
Now friends, watching our station break here, it's real important. I'm going to take a few seconds. Will you please help us stay on the air? It is crucial. We are down to it. We don't want it, if we can get back on the air in a few months, we're going to lose a lot of our audience. We're going to lose a lot of our folks who are not going to know where we are. If we can stay on until we can generate some more money from our cartridge, from some other things we're doing, that's how we've done it all these years. We've stayed on and stayed on. Will you please donate whatever you can. Keep the Shooting Show on there, and we're almost out of time on station break, but we'll be back with you again. Our standard address, the Shooting Show, 327 Urban Rowland Road in Beverly, Louisiana. Please, friends, help us if you will. Now, friends, what you're looking at here are some of the great Georgia Arms cartridges. And yes, this is a cartridge we did last year, our double action Colt. But let me explain something. Georgia Arms is absolutely head and shoulders above any other ammunition country in the United States on quality in turn with pricing. I don't see how they do it for the price that they charge for it. They have the greatest lineup of handgun and rifle ammunition that's available in this country, and again, at the very best prices. Please give them a call today. They are shipping .460 Rowland ammo daily. They're up to 2 loads now. As demand increases, they will increase the numbers of loads. You can even buy one of our kits through their catalog coming out this fall. Give them a call, 1-800-624-6861. Again, 1-800-624-6861. And please tell them you saw it here on our program. Now, friends, we want to make you aware of some guns that we actually have in stock here and are for sale. Of course, this is the .460 Rowland revolver with an 8-inch barrel. Here's another .460 with a 4-inch barrel, and the guns with one barrel length are retailing at $6.99. With 2 barrels, they're retailing at $7.99. We have the .45 Colt model here. It's $6.99. We have it with a 6-inch barrel. We have a .44 Magnum, in fact, with a 5-inch barrel that is certainly for sale, and just tremendous shooters. Let's do a brief demonstration on just what makes the Dan Wesson so special. All right, friends, we're out here in the rain. We need rain so bad. Here it comes. Gotta go. When you last saw me, I was in the process of getting soaked, and I'm still soaked, and we've been wiping off guns. But let me tell you what, a little water won't hurt them. You just got to go back. Even on stainless, you got to put a little lubricant there. You need a film of lubricant to protect them, even on stainless steel. But we've got several stainless guns out here. And of course, I recommend our fluid film, of course, because even blued steel and down there turn it into stainless as far as properties. But let me show you something that I think is really important. Of course, we have, this is the .45 Colt version of the large frame Dan Wesson revolver. And friends, we appreciate them making our .460 Rowland revolvers so much, because with different barrel lengths you can do about anything you want. But the .460 is not the only caliber out there. I'll tell you what's better than anything else, but that's okay, and more versatile than anything else. There's still some other really good calibers, obviously. But let me show you something. We have the light-barreled .44 Magnum Dan Wesson. Let's wipe a little of that water off of it. And this is not, when you're out hunting, you're out on doing something outside, you may get wet too. You may fall in the river or something, and your guns got to be able to take that. And of course, what you do is when you get back, then you take them down as far as you can, and you spray them with a light penetrating oil or something, and you darn sure want to keep the oil out of your barrel and out of your cylinder, and you just wipe that clean. But yes, the whole gun needs to be treated after a downpour. Yes, we just had one, and we've been wiping water off everything. And let me tell you what, those Sony cameras are pretty darn good, because that thing is still running. I think, are we on? Hope so. Okay, here we go. Let me show you something. Here's the .44 Magnum 5-inch Dan Wesson. Yes, this gun's for sale through the program here. And watch it in recoil in my hands. Full charge, 240 grain jacketed hollow point. Full charge load. Watch my hands. Now that's not too bad. It's not as severe as, let's check we have a Ruger Red Hawk, one of the very best guns going. Wipe the water out of the, at least out of the action there. Here we go. Now then, Same cartridge. In fact, I took it out of this cylinder on this gun today. Same cartridge. Watch the recoil on the Red Hawk. And again, these are great guns, but watch the recoil. Now see, there's something about the Dan Wesson engineering, and no, I didn't have a much heavier barrel. One, it's shorter, and this is the slim shroud. You watch it again. In fact, let's shoot twice. Here we go. Hear him texting in good. Well, it still kicks. Watch our Red Hawk here. It's more severe. Now, there's something they're doing that has to do with the design of the grip and the overall design of the gun. One, it appears that you can grip the Dan Wesson a little bit higher, and I think that has something to do with the recoil handling properties. You know, we had Jerry Michalik on last week's program, and he was explaining the higher you can grip the gun, the easier it is to shoot, and I think that may be it, but it's pretty amazing. Here we have our Red Hawk, again, one of the very favorite guns that we've ever had come through our program, and our boomer loads in 45 Colt. Watch it in comparison. Okay, that's a 260 grain bullet, about 1,350 or so feet per second. Here's our 45 Colt Dan Wesson, same load. Absolutely the same load. Let's get it up there. We have some light loads. In fact, let's try. Watch the full power Colt. We're running short on time. Watch the 45 Colt load from Georgia Arms in our 45 DA cases. Watch the standard velocity load. Watch this. Bugs are biting after the rain. Watch. Here we go. I mean, not even enough recoil to even worry about. Let's see. Like a 38 or something. Now then, let's compare the full house. Again, the heavy 260 grain bullet running about 1,350 or so feet per second. Let's try it out of this great Dan Wesson. See how it looks. Not nearly as much upchuck. Let's compare them side to side. Let's shoot them one-handed. All right, here we go. Pretty severe. Not as severe. And one more time. Pretty severe. One-handed, left-handed. That's right. Not as severe. And we're talking roughly about the same size gun. So there's something the Dan Wesson engineering base has that makes it a little easier on recoil. It just doesn't hit as hard in your hand. So, and of course we have our 460 Rowland. This is the full charge 1,550 feet per second load in the 4-inch barrel. And just watch the performance of our 460 cartridge. Certainly our 460 just doesn't have the recoil a 44 Magnum does, but it has the same power level or better. So anyway, something we wanted to show you. And briefly, let me bring our target up here. Before the rain, if you can see this, we had a couple of hurried groups that we shot with the 45 Colt Dan Wesson. This was with the lead bullet cowboy load, 1.8 inches, and again we were in a hurry, but this was the full house 260 grain bullet, and these loads are in the Hodgdon manual under silhouette loads. You'll find it when you get there. I know we won't release this on TV, but those of you who do hand load, get you a Hodgdon's powder manual, and you find the load with 296 for the 260 grain spear bullet there.
Stay tuned for more of the Shootin' Show after these important messages.
You know, friends, shooting is such a great activity, a great family sport, but we're in danger now of losing the shooting show. We're in danger of going off the air. And yeah, I don't like asking for help, but we got to do it. And we're here on the station break. We've got just a few seconds. Please, friends, you know, we can't give it away. We can't give our guns away, and the people in Washington and the people who don't know anything about guns all over the United States literally are taking our rights from us. Now, we can win this thing if we can reach enough people on television. Will you help us? Will you please help us stay on the air? The Shooting Show, 327 Irvin Rowland Road in Duberly, Louisiana. The zip 71024. We're not doing this just for ourselves. We're doing this for our children and our families. My goodness, to protect ourselves and our home and against the police state these people would like to force on us. Please help us.
All right, friends, this week we're going to learn the tango with world-famous dance instructors Harnell and Melba Odom.
Welcome once again to Dance Unlimited. In this video, we will teach you the tango. You will learn the close basic, the outside position basic, the promenade basic to back tango close, the Argentine walk, the closed promenade, the open promenade, the forward rocks, turning rocks, rock changes, simple corte, the rock with corte, rock with fan, open promenade to fan, promenade walk around, and promenade pivot. You know, a lot of people associate the tango with the rose. But there's a whole lot more to it than that. We're going to get rid of the rose and learn some basics of tango.
And friends, for tapes on the tango, you can write to TV Productions Incorporated, and they're 106 East Kings Highway, Suite 216, Shreveport, Louisiana, 71104. You can call them at 318-869-0439, only $29.95, and we really appreciate them helping to support our project. Now, friends, let's go back to our Fun Gun Weekend. Here we have the shotgun portion of our GRA action shooting match with Mark Waldo. Let's see him in action. Let's do it.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Hey.
That's what we hunt with in New York State.
Was he stabbing? That's all right. Good.
Yeah, I think we're empty.
We're empty.
I'm Matt.
You're Matt.
Matt.
661
Okay.
all down.
This is Mark down here.
Yeah.
Safety on. Start. Are you ready? Stand by.
Nice shot. Show me clear. So.
289.
Hammer down.
289.
Wow.
Sir. No, I don't know if we have to do that or not.
Well,
What do you
we
think?
do
So
normally.
he's getting with it, wasn't
That way it just shows that it's unloaded.
Right.
There you go. Okay.
I'm afraid you'd win.
I don't run as fast as I have to. I run as fast as I need to. That's 7. Okay.
Well, just for fun, since we're here.
All right. Shooter ready. Stand by.
Hey.
254.
Two what?
254.
Not too shabby. Huh? Not walking far behind you, was it?
Not too far. I was behind you though. Yeah, 289.
You had
It's
a...
289.
289.
You're 254.
That wasn't too bad.
Oh,
Yeah. That
You
was.
can try the gun if you want to. If you want to try the jungle gun, just you want to shoot the jungle gun, Mark? It's up to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're watching the shotgun wizard, John Allred, and his lovely wife is over here cheering him on. Larry's very cool and calm this afternoon, as is possible in this heat. Mark is actually in his gunfighter stance. And Mac is generally in good humor. I'd like to add that.
Stand by.
How y'all doing? I'm Mark Waldo. I'm from New York State with Dan Wesson. Hope you could all be here next year at the Fun Gun Weekend.
Stay tuned for more of the Shootin' Show after these important messages.
Well, friends, this is my last station break. The last time I'll get a chance on this program to ask for help. We have to do it. This is not about us. This is about the future of our country. Will you please help the Shooting Show stay on the air? We got to do it. That's how we've done it all this time. Our donations have gone absolutely almost to nothing. Please, friends, if you care about the shooting sports, if you care about gun ownership in America, we're not going to quit. But we need to stay on the air. We've got to have your help to stay on the air. And we're very short on time. Like I said, we're just trying to take advantage of the station breaks out there to please make some sense for some of you who can contribute that haven't. I've given all I have. I've given all I absolutely have, all I can. We got to have some help. Will you please help us? The Shooting Show, 327 Irvin Rowland Road in Dublin, Louisiana.
Now, friends, let's talk about Clark Custom Guns, the finest custom gun shop in the United States. A lot of people agree with that who have Clark products from over the years. They do all kinds of work on pistols and revolvers. Of course, they build our great 460 Rowland kits on the 1911, but they have a completely well-stocked gun shop. All kinds of shotguns, handguns, loaded components. If you need it, they can just about get it. So, friends, please give Clark Custom Guns a call, area 318-949-9884, and please tell them that you saw it here on our show.
Stand by. 1.42 for 6
Yes, sir,
shots.
buddy. Let's see what. Now, hold up, ladies and gentlemen. Mark is really a fast shooter. We're going to show you something. We're going to take out, of course, the reaction time. The first shot was 0.4 of a second, so he actually ran 5 shots in 1/100th over a second. That is, sir, that is fast on a revolver. You're running. Let's see what the splits were. Here we go. Here we go. The second shot was 63, and we got 22/100ths, very fast. Oops, here we go. 21/100ths, 20/100ths, 19/100ths.
One more time.
Very fast. 19, last shot was 19/100, very fast. Revolver shoot.
Now, friends, here's yours truly out there when the downpour started. But we want to go to our support group. Thank you so much for being with us today. And we want to thank Dennis Crocker, a firearms trainer there in South Carolina. Dennis now is featuring Kramer Holsters. His number is area 864-587-8722. We have custom leatherwork and saddlery in Denham Springs, Louisiana.